Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back downtown Kato Paphos on a truly spectacular evening indeed. And on top of all of that, of course, I brought with me the most beautiful woman in the world. Have a look at that. Feast your eyes and digest. That is Miss Ochin Krasivia Labouf.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Can I ask you a question? Is that yet more of my money that's been spent? Of course, there we are. The dancing, the prancing, the pirouetting and the twirling and you never know, even the romancing, Miss Ochin Krasivia Labouf, on a truly spectacular evening in downtown Kato Paphos. And we are coming towards the end of July. No, June, sorry. Confusing my months there.
Don't make me older 1 month.
Well, tomorrow.
Why do you make me older 1 month?
Well, I apologise.
July, it's whole month, 30 or 31 days, who knows?
Is it 30 or 31?
No.
31 in July.
31.
31. Shall we go for a walk down the Kato Paphos Promenade? If I'm not mistaken. So 31 days in July, and July is literally just around the corner. If you're wondering where we actually are, well, we're on the raised platform on top of the changing rooms and the toilets at the very start of the Kato Paphos Promenade. So feast your eyes and digest. Look at it, absolutely spectacular. The sun, well, Matt set it up in the sky and it's getting ready to depart downtown Kato Paphos, but of course it's going to pop up in downtown Adelaide in Australia very soon for one of our superstars, and of course her name is Miss Helen, the Queen of Oz.
Oh, Miss Helen, we missed you already. When are you coming back? It's not fair to us. We're missing you.
We are indeed, and of course there's many other superstars that now and again like to tune into the little channel known as Marika and me, the girl in charge of the show. Dame, what can we say? Thank you from the bottom of our two hearts for your membership and of course the odd coffee on the very top that you keep on presenting to us. Thank you very much indeed.
This is a special twirl and twirl, especially for a dearest Dame Anne. This was especially for you. Many things I can do, especially for you.
And in approximately 70 days, so that's 2 months and less than a half, she'll be in downtown Kato Paphos.
The days counting down. Oh, Dame Anne, how nice. Days will fly like that when you're waiting for something so much.
It will indeed. We're on the start of the Kato Paphos Promenade. The views out across the blue Mediterranean Sea are truly spectacular. Look at that. I don't think that it can get that much better. So stick with us. We're going to go for a little bit of a walk and we're going to name some of the restaurants and of course some of the bars along the way. The Altea all day restaurant bar is on our right hand side. Very busy place indeed with a spectacular view, as I'm sure you can see. And then just over there on the left hand side, that's the Banya. What does Banya mean? Well, in Greek it means the bar. So you can have a cocktail or two in there. Perhaps you could choose a company like, let me think, who could we go in there with? Ooh, Lady so sweet Caroline, and of course her partner in crime, the man with the very big guns indeed, Lord Nigel.
Oh, we had a lovely time there, and it was late in the evening when we decided to go and sit for a cocktail or two. What did we have, to be honest? I've got an amnesia because I'm blind.
Well, they threw us out just as they were closing. I think it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then meandered around, and eventually we dropped off. So sweet, and of course the Lord of the Big Guns back in the Alexander, the great hotel, because that's the greatest hotel in downtown Kato Paphos. Now, feast your eyes and digest. Here we go. The start of the Kato Paphos Promenade. Perhaps if you're a couple of Paynes and a couple of twins, Lord Jeremy, Lord Simon, Jack and Jones, that could be the shop for you. You can pop in there and perhaps buy something in blue. If you fancy a little bit of Chinese, well, that could be Chloe's over there. And there's a girl waiting to welcome you, and she is all dressed head to toe in blue, as I can see. And that's probably the best Chinese restaurant in downtown Paphos. I had the great honour and the pleasure to go there with someone called the Barnhawk clan. Yes, the Barnhawks, Baron John, Baroness Louise, the singing sensation known as the Baby Barn Hawk, and of course Harry the keeper was there as well. And guess what? He's a bit of a Chinese restaurant expert, and he said that that was possibly the best Chinese that he'd ever eaten. Receiving?
Do you know, wherever you go, we're just passing by these old cafeterias and restaurants where you can eat or just drink a few cocktails or a glass of wine or a beer, whatever you like. And you find out that everywhere where you look, everywhere is packed. That's because of the amount of people that have arrived this time of the year. Because all the restaurants want to be busy. Sometimes not all the restaurants can become busy. Unfortunately, it depends on the name.
It does indeed, and you never know. One of these days, you might be dining in a restaurant with, well, a big word and a small word and a little hand in the middle. You never know. Marika and Me restaurant could be coming one of these days soon. And of course, we invite each and every one of you who likes to watch us to come down. And remember, your first drink will always be free. But of course, there's a slight catch because there'll be a ball and a chain attached to your ankle. Where are we? Downtown Kato Paphos Promenade. There's a lot of people, well, relishing and enjoying the views and the spectacality. There's people swimming in that blue Mediterranean Sea. And Christina LaBouffe is, well, monkeying around as usual.
I remember the other day when we were here, it was a big turtle swimming in the sea, and the water was so clean we could observe turtle, but turtle was not that slow. It was swimming quite fast.
He was speeding.
Speeding, exactly.
He was indeed. So there was a turtle in here sometime last week. Of course, he got washed into here, but he can easily find his way out. In previous times, this is where people used to sit around and dibble and dabble their feet in that blue Mediterranean Sea, and of course wash the smelliness away. Spectacular day in downtown Kato Paphos.
Unfortunately today, when I was chewing the chewing gum, I lost a little bit of my piece of my tooth. So now I've got a little hole in there.
Oh dear, it's a bit like an umbrella then. Whenever you get to water, you're losing something.
Unfortunately, yes.
I must say, Gracivi, that dress does look spectacular indeed. I dare to ask how much it may have cost. I don't want to. I'll get very upset.
Not to ask, because the stroke is not far away.
The stroke. Stroke. So on that note, well, if you like what you see, why not hit the like, click that subscribe, perhaps come back for a little bit more of our madness, and while you're at it, why not click through to our about page where you can consider to buy us a coffee or two. Many people do. Dayman, we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. Stuart Sherlock, thank you very much. 5 coffees, well, I'll find a way of drinking them, that's for sure. Over here, by the way, is one of the most iconic parts of downtown Paphos. At the very end, there is a little boy, and he's called the Fisher Boy, and he's got a bigger boy standing next to him, and he's enjoying the views. Rasivi is going to go and give him a hug, and I've no doubt he's going to get a bit of a kiss or two, because this is yes, Gracie? To the boy, hopefully, Rasivi LaBouffe. There we are. She's not ready to run off just yet. You never know. She was going to check his wallet on the way, I think, is what she was going to do. How's he doing?
He's doing all right. He's saying that they take discombobulated. I'm very discombobulated. Miss Heather, this is especially for you. I was just going to say that this little boy is feeling a little bit hot in the daytime, and I was so discombobulated my tongue that I couldn't get my tongue around it. But I'm swearing to you that I will never forget this word, especially for you.
Yes, indeed. Our man Steve, and of course our lady, oh Heather. I'm coming up with a title for you. I've been playing around with it in my head today, and I haven't come up with what it's going to be yet. There was a duke in there, there was a duchess in there, a duchess, whatever that might be. But I promise you, don't forget to come back soon, and there will be a special title for 2 of our superstar members, Mr. Steve and Miss Heather.
And the water is crystally
clean.
Whether it's cold or hot, we have never tried. One of our dearest family members wrote to us, I think it was Mart and Andrea, that why don't we go and swim? That's because I am scared of sharks. I'm not scared of Mr. Mart, but I'm scared of sharks because they can eat and the others they cannot eat.
Yes, indeed. Well, the peacocks could peck the living daylights out of it, but they're probably not going to eat us. Back on to the Kato Paphos Harbour. Let's tell you about some of the restaurants and some of the bars. That one over there is the ideal snack bar. That's Aphrodite's Secret if you want a traditional Cypriot gift. I don't know, Cypriot delights, some olive oil, that could be the place for you. Just over there is the Baccharis restaurant. That's the wooden pub in the distance. Lots of these places, if you keep coming back, you will familiarise yourself with, and you'll start to understand which is the best place for you. And if you want a balloon or two, well, there you go. There's a girl with your name written right across her. She's got some shiny ones and she's got some, well, not so shiny ones that light up and ones that don't light up. The freckly ones that light up are €7 a pop, and the more normal, but I think nicer ones are only €5. But hey, that's me. Pacific?
And then Victor, the man who was working over there in the Bacchus bar.
He's now moved, hasn't he?
He's now moved to Naftico.
He has moved to Naftico. So don't forget to come back a little bit later, and guess what? We are creatures of habit. We'll be wandering around somewhere in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour area. And you never know, you might get to see Mr. Victor on camera. I think it could be time for the big goodbye. But before we do, look at these. These are the guys all the way from Flyers, which of course is Lady Sally Briar's his favourite bar. They're all standing around getting ready to accost us live on camera. You all right, boys?
Yeah, preparing for Friday night.
Are you going to have a busy night tonight?
We start to get busy now every day.
What time do you close? Ish.
2:30, 3 o'clock.
Somewhere around there. When the last drunkard falls over.
Help them to get
And you
out.
help them there.
Help
He
them
kicks
get
you out
out.
as well. At about 2:30 or
Yeah.
thereabouts, yeah. So, if you want a drink or two, Flyers Bar on the Bar Street is probably the best bar for you. Sally Briars, she likes it so much that she wants to buy it. Stevie?
Wow, the temperature is so pleasant at the moment being. You feel like it's just so comfortable, and I don't feel much humidity, by the way, which is unnormal for me. I always feel it with my skin.
It is indeed. If you're wondering what the temperature is, perhaps if your name is Miss Dawn, you got a husband called Mr. Sean, a little cat called Miss Daisy, and a dog called Bobo. Well, the temperature today, with a slight breeze, and of course it is spectacular. I know she's waiting there, she's tapping away, and she's wondering what is that temperature. Well, 27 degrees at 7:30 at night. I don't think it could get much better than that. Well, actually it can. There she is.
27, and very soon, in a month's time, somewhere it's going to be 37. Poor dear me and you, Mr. Paul. I would like to tell you many, many thanks for your time, attention, for your love. Don't forget that we are loving you to bits and kissing you, of course kissing you from the bottom of our two hearts. And of course I have to say, please, come and see another of our chichotka dances, or the madnesses, or my traveling, or the new dresses, or Mr. Paul's lovely talking. Don't go away, Mr. Paul. I would love to make a kiss or two to our dearest family.
Thanks for watching, and of course we will see you again very, very soon.